Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're talking about what busy professionals know about staying healthy that others don't.
Hmm.
And if you're listening, you probably know the feeling, drowning in deadlines maybe.
Oh, yeah. That 3 p.m. energy crash hits you like a ton of bricks.
Exactly. And you're constantly thinking, I just have no time for health stuff. You grab takeout, skip the gym.
Right. But here's the thing. That idea that wellness needs these huge, 2-hour gym sessions or complicated meal prep.
It's actually why most people fail, isn't it?
It really is. The truth is much simpler. Health doesn't need that kind of intensity. What it needs is consistency.
Just showing up, basically.
Showing up consistently. We're talking about smart, science-backed shortcuts, things that actually fit into a packed schedule, not things that require monumental effort.
We dug into this and found a pattern among successful people who, managed to stay fit despite insane schedules. There's this one example, Sarah, a marketing director, totally burned out.
Classic case.
And she ended up dropping 18 pounds, doubling her energy levels day to day.
And how'd she do it? Not with some crazy overhaul.
No, that's the key. It's just 15-minute routines and really basic meals, like a formula. She had zero spare time.
Which proves it works. It works for real people with real jobs, real pressures.
So that's really our mission for this deep dive, isn't it?
Yeah, to lay out that blueprint. The one busy pros use to weave wellness in without needing, superhuman willpower.
And without sacrificing their work performance.
Exactly, which is crucial.
Okay, let's get into it. The biggest roadblock first. The time excuse. We all say it.
It's almost an epidemic, isn't it? I don't have time. We repeat it so often.
We believe it.
We believe it, but the real barrier, it's usually not the clock, it's this mental trap.
What trap is that?
The idea that health has to be, perfect or nothing, all or nothing.
Ah, the perfectionism trap. If I can't do the full hour workout, I might as well do zero.
Precisely. And that thinking stops people cold. They look at that 60-minute ideal, think impossible, and just give up before they even start.
But it feels necessary sometimes, right?
Yeah.
You skip the workout, you grab the quick, maybe not so healthy lunch, thinking you're gaining back precious work minutes.
But are you really? That saved time. It's often an illusion.
How so?
Because neglecting your health has serious hidden costs, especially down the line.
Like what?
Well, think about it. Poor fuel, no movement. What happens? Energy crashes, brain fog.
Okay, yeah, the 3 p.m. slump we mentioned.
Exactly. So that time you thought you saved grabbing fast food, you lose it later to just crushing inefficiency. Your performance dips when you need it most.
And it's not just about getting work done, is it? There's a stress component.
Huge. The data's pretty stark. Something like 65% of U.S. workers report significant job stress.
Wow.
And when you're physically depleted, your ability to handle that stress just plummets. It affects your mood, your focus, even your creativity.
And you see it play out in careers too, right?
Yeah. We do, anecdotally, and sometimes you see patterns. Colleagues who build in that basic health structure, they often handle pressure better. They seem to have more resilience, maybe more focus for those tough projects.
Which can lead to getting ahead.
It can certainly help. Now, this brings us to a really freeing concept, the minimum effective dose. MED.
Minimum effective dose. Okay, break that down.
It's basically the smallest amount of effort you need to put in to actually get the result you want. The absolute minimum that still works.
So we're talking about finding the threshold. Like, how little can you actually do and still see benefits?
Exactly. And the research is backing this up. There was a 2024 study, I think, in sports medicine.
Yeah.
It confirmed that these minimal dose strategies, things like just one set of resistance exercises, done regularly, they produce real measurable improvements. Strength, health markers, the whole deal.
One set, not 3 or 4.
Just one, done consistently. You don't need the 2-hour marathon session.
Yeah.
You might just need 15 really focused minutes.
Okay, that completely reframes the commitment level. It goes from huge, intimidating tasks to...
It's something manageable. Think about it. 15 minutes a day for a year. That adds up to over 90 hours of activity.
Wow. I never thought of it like that. 90 hours.
It's a massive investment in your health, right? But the daily dose feels tiny. It's not overwhelming.
So consistency with small actions beats trying to be perfect with big, infrequent ones.
Every single time. That's the core principle.
And that principle, consistency over intensity, it applies to eating too, right? That's often the second big hurdle.
Absolutely. People assume healthy eating means being a gourmet chef or spending all Sunday prepping complicated meals.
Which, again, feels impossible with a busy schedule.
Right. So we need let's call it a 15-minute meal revolution.
I like the sound of that.
It ditches the complexity. It's about a simple formula, 3 components: Takes the guesswork out, cuts down shopping time.
Okay, I need this formula. What are the 3 essential parts for every meal?
Super simple. 1. Protein. For satiety. Keeps you full, supports muscle. Think eggs, Greek yogurt, chicken, fish, beans.
Got it. Protein, number 2.
2. Healthy carbs. For energy. Sustained energy, not a sugar rush. So oats, sweet potatoes, quinoa, brown rice, fruit.
Okay. Protein, carbs, and number 3.
3. Good fats. Crucial for brain function, hormone health, and also helps with feeling satisfied. Avocado, nuts, seeds, olive oil.
Protein, healthy carbs, good fats. That's it.
Combine those 3 in a simple way for each meal. That's efficient nutrition. Doesn't need to be fancy.
Okay, strategy 2 then is making the shopping and prep faster.
Exactly. Smart shopping isn't about buying fancy health foods. It's about efficiency and versatility.
So practical tips. Where do you start in the grocery store?
Stick to the outer edges first. Produce, meat, dairy, where the whole foods usually are.
Right, avoid the middle aisle's temptation.
Pretty much. And stock your pantry smartly. Versatile staples. Canned beans, lentils, frozen vegetables, they cook fast, last long.
And batch prepping. Does that mean cooking 5 identical meals for the week?
Not necessarily full meals. That can get boring. Think batching components. Cook a big pot of quinoa or brown rice. Grill a bunch of chicken breasts. Roast some veggies.
So you're prepping building blocks.
Exactly. Having those ready shaves serious time off dinner prep each night, maybe 8-10 minutes right there.
Okay, makes sense. But portion sizes. That trips people up. Without weighing food, how do you eyeball it?
Use your hand. It's the simplest tool you always have with you.
My hand.
Your palm size, that's roughly a good guide for your protein portion. A cupped handful, that's about right for your carbs, like rice or potatoes.
Okay.
And your thumb, from the tip to the first knuckle. That's a good measure for added fats, like a serving of nuts or a drizzle of olive oil.
Palm for protein, cupped hand for carbs, thumb for fat. That's practical. Any other visual guides?
Yeah, the plate method. Even simpler, maybe. Fill half your plate with colorful veggies or fruit.
Have the plate, okay.
Then 1/4 is for your protein source. The last quarter is for those healthy carbs. Easy visual check.
That is useful. But okay, real world. I walk in the door, I'm exhausted, my brain is fried. My first instinct is the takeout app. How does the 15-minute meal fight that specific moment?
You need pre-planned emergency meals. Meals you know you can throw together in literally minutes using those staples.
Give me examples. What's a true 15-minute or less emergency meal?
Okay, fastest. Scramble 2 eggs with a handful of frozen spinach. Takes maybe 3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay.
Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of nuts and berries. Seconds. Open a can of tuna, mix with a little avocado or Greek yogurt, put it on whole grain toast.
Right.
5 minutes.
Right.
Or use those pre-cooked rice packets. Microwave 1, top with canned black beans, salsa, maybe some avocado. Again, under 10 minutes.
So having those ideas and the ingredients ready is key to avoiding the takeout trap.
It's the escape hatch. Makes the healthy choice the easy choice in that moment of fatigue.
Okay, so fuel is sorted, or at least simplified. Let's talk fitness. The engine. This is where the no-time excuse feels strongest for many.
It really does. But again, the science points towards intensity being more important than duration, especially for busy people.
Right, you mentioned high-intensity interval training, HIIT. Explain how that works and why it's so efficient.
Okay, HIIT is basically short, really intense bursts of exercise, followed by brief recovery periods. Go all out, then rest briefly, then repeat.
And the magic isn't just during the workout itself.
No, a lot of the benefit comes after the workout is done. It's because of something called EPO.
EPOC.
Excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Fancy term, simple idea.
Okay.
See, with traditional cardio, like a steady jog, you burn calories mainly while you're jogging. Stop jogging, calorie burn drops back down pretty quick.
Makes sense.
HIIT is so demanding, so intense, that your body has to work much harder afterwards to recover, to repair muscle tissue, replenish energy stores, get back to its normal state.
And that recovery process burns calories.
Exactly. It keeps your metabolism elevated, burning extra calories for hours after you've finished your 15-minute session.
How long are we talking?
It varies, but studies suggest it can be elevated for several hours, sometimes even up to 24 hours later.
Wow. So you get a metabolic boost that lasts way beyond the workout time.
Precisely. There was research in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research. It showed HIIT can burn up to 30% more calories overall compared to traditional cardio, session for session.
30% more.
And here's the kicker. It delivers similar, sometimes even better, cardiovascular fitness benefits, like improving your VO euros in significantly less time.
So wait, A 15-minute HIIT session could genuinely give me similar fitness gains as, say, a 45-minute steady run.
For certain aspects of fitness, yes, the research supports that. It really flips the script on needing long workouts.
That's a game changer for time crunch schedules.
Yeah.
And you don't need special equipment.
Nope. That's the beauty of it for busy professionals. You can do effective HIIT anywhere. Living room, hotel room.
So what kind of exercises should we focus on if we've only got 15 minutes and maybe just body weight?
Focus on compound movements. Big movements that use multiple muscle groups at once. That gives you the most bang for your buck, metabolically speaking.
Like what? Give me the basics.
Think squats, push-ups, lunges, burpees, planks, high knees, mountain climbers, the classics.
Bodyweight staples?
Exactly. And they're all scalable. Can't do a full push-up, do them on your knees or against a wall. The key is pushing to your high intensity level within your current ability.
Consistency. Consistency.
Yeah.
We keep coming back to that. So what does a sustainable weekly plan look like using these short workouts?
Keep it simple and achievable. Maybe 3 15-minute HIIT sessions a week. Say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, full body each time.
Okay, 3 times a week. What about the other days?
On the off days, like Tuesday and Thursday, maybe just slot in a 5-minute booster.
Yeah.
A quick plank sequence, some wall sits, a few rounds of squats, just something to break up sitting.
5 minutes. Seriously.
Yeah, just move the body, then use the weekend for something flexible, maybe more restorative, a walk outside, some stretching, light yoga, whatever feels good and fits in.
That actually sounds doable, even for a crazy schedule.
That's the whole point. It's designed to fit into a demanding life, not require you to build a new life around it.
Okay, practical blueprints for food and fitness. But the real challenge for any plan is making it stick long term, right? Sustainability.
Absolutely. And the secret here isn't about having more discipline or willpower. It's about building better systems.
Systems over willpower. I like that. How do we build them?
This leads us to what you might call the micro-habit revolution.
Micro habits, tiny habits.
Tiny habits. Most people fail because they aim too high, too fast. They try to overhaul everything at once, relying on motivation.
And motivation fades. We all know that.
It always fades. So instead, you start impossibly small. So small, it feels almost ridiculous not to do it.
Like what? Give me an example of impossibly small.
Okay, James Clear talks about the 2-minute rule. Any new habit you want to start, scale it down so it takes less than 2 minutes to do.
Less than 2 minutes.
Yeah. So instead of do a 30-minute workout, your starting habit is put on my workout clothes. Instead of meditate for 10 minutes, it's sit on the cushion for 1 minute.
Or like drink 1 glass of water instead of drink 8 glasses a day.
Exactly. It sounds almost pointless, right? But it's not about the immediate result of that tiny action.
What's it about then?
It's about reinforcing your identity. Each time you put on your workout shoes, you're casting a vote for being the type of person who exercises. You're making it easy to start. Starting is often the hardest part.
So the small action lowers the barrier to entry and builds momentum.
Precisely. It makes the behavior feel less daunting and helps automate it. And research backs this up too, apparently. Morning habits tend to stick better.
Why morning?
About 43% higher success rate, some studies suggest. Probably because your willpower isn't depleted yet, and there are fewer unexpected things popping up to derail you compared to later in the day.
Leverage the morning. Okay, so you establish this tiny 2-minute habit. How do you make sure you actually remember to do it in the daily chaos?
You use habit stacking or anchoring.
Anchoring.
You link your new desired habit to an existing habit that you already do automatically without thinking, like brushing your teeth or making coffee.
Ah, okay, so give me an example.
After I pour my morning coffee, I will drink 1 glass of water. Or after I take off my work shoes, I will change into my workout clothes. The existing habit acts as the trigger, the anchor for the new one.
Makes the new habit feel more automatic over time.
Exactly. It slots it into your existing routine. Another huge factor is your environment.
How so?
Your environment shapes your behavior far more than you realize. Motivation is fickle, willpower runs out, but your surroundings are always there.
So design your environment for success.
Yes. Make the good choices, the easy, obvious choices, and make the bad choices harder, less convenient.
Like what? Practical examples.
Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Takes away a decision point in the morning. Keep a bowl of fruit visible on the kitchen counter instead of cookies.
And hide the junk food.
Put it away, out of sight, maybe on a high shelf. Add a little friction to the unhealthy choice. Keep a water bottle on your desk, always. Small tweaks, but they nudge your behavior consistently without requiring active thought or willpower.
Okay, micro habits, stacking,
Hmm.
environment.
Hmm.
What's the final piece for making this sustainable?
It's the identity shift. This is maybe the most powerful part.
Identity shift.
Stop focusing solely on the outcome, the goal, like I want to lose 10 pounds. Goals are temporary.
Right, you hit it, then what?
Focus instead on the type of person you want to become. I am someone who moves my body every day. I am someone who fuels my body well.
So it's about embodying the identity, not just chasing the result.
Exactly. When you start identifying as that type of person, the healthy choices feel natural. They align with who you are rather than feeling like a chore you have to do. It makes the behavior intrinsically motivated.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So let's bring it all together. Someone listening has been doing this, the 15-minute meals, the short workouts, building the habits maybe for a few months. What's the payoff they're likely seeing?
They're experiencing the compound effect. Those small, consistent daily actions. They don't seem like much day to day.
Right, 15 minutes feels small.
But over weeks and months, they accumulate dramatically. You start seeing significant returns after maybe 6 months.
In what form? What are the real results people notice?
Big boosts in sustained energy throughout the day, better focus at work, improved fitness, obviously, but also things like increased confidence, better mood stability.
Which leads to a better way to measure success than just stepping on the scale.
Wow, absolutely. Please stop obsessing over the scale. It fluctuates for so many reasons.
So what should people track instead?
Focus on the non-scale victories. How do your clothes fit? Do you still have energy at 3 p.m.? Or are you reaching for caffeine? Are you sleeping better right through the night? Is your mood more stable, especially during stressful work periods?
Those are the real indicators that it's working in your actual life.
Those are the functional signs that the compound effect is truly paying off. That's genuine progress.
Okay, but this brings us to maybe the biggest challenge. Everyone faces it eventually. Falling off track. Life happens.
It inevitably happens. This is crucial. You often hit what some call the 3-month plateau.
What happens there?
The initial excitement wears off, maybe the visible results slow down a bit, and then life throws you a curveball, a huge deadline, a work trip, getting sick, family stuff,
And your routine gets disrupted.
completely disrupted. And this is the danger zone. The key isn't achieving perfect, unbroken consistency forever. That's impossible.
So what is the key then?
It's how quickly you get back on track after the disruption. It's about not letting a slip-up turn into a complete abandonment of the whole process.
That's where most people fail, isn't it? They miss a few days, feel guilty, and just give up entirely.
Exactly. They think, oh, well, I blew it.
What distinguishes long-term success from temporary effort is the ability to rebound quickly. Flexibility is key.
How do you build in that flexibility, that safety net? You need a plan B, a fallback, something incredibly simple you can do even on your absolute worst, busiest, most stressful days.
So not the full 15-minute HIIT, maybe.
Maybe not. Maybe it's just that original 2-minute habit. I will put on my workout shoes, or I will drink 1 glass of water, or I will do 5 squats, something ridiculously small.
Just to maintain the thread of the habit.
Just to keep the chain from breaking completely, it reinforces the identity. I'm still someone who does something.
So the final thought for everyone listening as they head back into their busy week.
Ask yourself this. What is your absolute bare minimum? Your simplest 2-minute fallback habit for those inevitable chaotic days?
Define it now before you need it.
Exactly. Know what it is and commit to using it, because that tiny safety net,
Yeah.
that's often the difference between a temporary setback and giving up entirely. It's the key to making this a lifelong, sustainable transformation, not just another short-term effort.